Hi and welcome to the channel. My name is Frank Ampmeyer, I live in Malaysia and I'm here to show you a new machine I just bought. Last week I was working on a small piece, let me show you. I did a little bit of woodworking, I had to drill some holes and I made the corners really nice, so it needed a bit of sanding. I didn't do a very good job, but then in the end this is just going to sit on the wall. It's a I made it so I can hang all my tapes in one place and it's out of the way. Now my tapes are on the wall. Currently all my tapes are on the wall and they take up too much space. I have new tools that I would like to put in their space. So I'm going to clear my wall on the workbench a little bit more. And that's why I made this little piece. Later I will explain you a little bit more in another video regarding this little piece. Okay, what brought me here today is that I wanted to sand the piece and my sander broke down. There's another video somewhere, I will put a link here or there where I share with you the repair of the machine, which took a few days because I didn't really know what to do with it until one bright moment I thought, hey, this is what I'm going to do to the sander. So I made a little video, you will find that later this week. The brand is Einhell and I couldn't get any spare parts for it. So that would mean two things, either see if I could repair it or just throw away the machine, which was a pity because the machine worked actually very, very well. Plus for that machine, I actually had quite a lot of sandpaper left. So I didn't want to throw and the machine and the sandpaper. So in the end, long story short, I repaired the machine, but in the meantime, I always wanted to buy an Orbital sander and I set myself a budget of about $100 to buy an Orbital sander. But the good thing is, and this is sometimes so amazing about buying online, that you can find some really good deals. So today I'm going to unpack two new machines. They just came in. They're two Orbital sanders. I found two quality Orbital sanders. Together they're less than $100. So I'm very happy. They're relatively small machines. Okay, let's unpack the first one. This one came in yesterday from a company called eWare Online Store. This is in Malaysia, so if you live in Malaysia, then this is where you could buy it. It states that the packaging was 1.4 kilograms and it cost me 4 ringgit and 50 cents to get it to my house, which is less than $1. Yes, the postal services here are relatively cheap. Okay, then let's open up this package. They did a good job at the eWare Online Store to pack this one. You see it's nicely wrapped in bubble wrap, which is great. And as you probably can see, the brand is Bosch. I like Bosch machines because there's a few things. Number one, it's German technology. However, the machine most likely is not built in Germany, but at least the technology is German, which is great. And the other good part about Bosch machines is if you need a spare part, then spare parts are pretty readily available, I would say. Now, as you see, this is a 220 watt machine, so it's not really for professional use. I would say if you would do some heavy lifting with your Orbital sanders, then maybe you want to have a bit more power, but for what I do, this is just perfect. They call it a Bosch Professional. I do not know exactly what that means, but it looks great, right? Then it's an Orbital sander, and the type is the GSS 140. It makes 14,000 revolutions per minute. There is a 1.5 millimeter sanding difference, so that's the swing of the orbit. And then I'm not 100% sure. 112 millimeters. So this is the sanding part. Okay, let's open the box for you. Let me see first if there's anything else on the box. Maybe this is an important one, because I'm sure that also Bosch delivers to the American market. This is for 240 volts. That's exactly what we have here. I mean, here we have a 220 volt. Then let me see. So that would be fine. Anything else I would like to see on the packaging? There's some other technical information here, but because I'm not wearing my reading glasses today, I can't tell you exactly how much that would be or what it says. It says it has a soft grip. That's one of the features. So this grip here is a soft grip, soft rubberized grip. Okay, let's open this box. Let me see. There's no plastic involved. All right. Let's see what is inside of the box. As most machines come with a small manual. It's great. The manual is exactly the GSS 140 Professional. So I'm not sure if Bosch also makes a GSS 140 non-professional. Good, it's in English, so that's perfect, and I probably don't need it. Then, wow, fantastic! They even put in a little bit of sanding paper, but the good part of this machine is that you can put in your own sanding paper. Okay, that's just probably 1 or 2 pieces of sanding paper, yes. 3 pieces of sanding paper in 120 grit. That's great. Now, important, I think, for me to know is how wide is the sanding paper. So when I cut up my own sanding paper, I roughly know how I need to cut it or tear it. So let me quickly measure it. It is 11.5 by 14. 11.5 by 14. So here I took the note, Bosch 11.5 times 14 centimeters. Okay. All right, then let's take the machine out of the box. And it has the distinctive Bosch color. First thing I can tell you is that it feels very solid. Okay. And yeah, it lays perfect in my hand. The grip, it's rubberized. It's a pretty good grip. And what I like about this is that here's your on-off button. And I can, while holding it firmly, I can switch it on and switch it off with one finger, which is great. Now, you will see that there's 2 levers here, one on this side and one on this side, that I can lift. Let me see how that works exactly. How does that work? Okay. And then... okay. So these are the 2 levers, right? And when I clamp it in, I just bring the lever inside. And when I want to untake it, I lift it. And so more or less what I do is I actually push it inward, lift it and let go. So what you will see here, it actually lifts this lever. I'm not sure if you can see that properly on the camera. But what I do then is I take this piece of sanding paper. No, that's the wrong way. So I take this piece of sanding paper, I put it in. Okay, I shuffle it a little bit. Okay, and now I can take the lever and put it back. Okay, that's one side. So now I gotta undo the other side. Okay, so open it up first. And I think I'm too short because I took this one in too deep. Okay, I think it's better to do it. Not sure if I can show it with you on the camera like this. That's better. Okay, that's good. Now I stretch it along. I need to find a way to take it on the other side. Okay. This is a bit flimsy. You gotta, now I got it underneath. Okay, you can see I got it underneath the bar. Now when I pull back in the bar, now it fixed. So now I have a piece of sanding paper sitting on the Orbital sander, which should work. And because I just took the measurements, when I have a piece of sanding paper, if I have a traditional piece of sanding paper like this, I can cut it now in 11.5 by 14 centimeters and it will fit this. So that's the beauty about this sanding machine. I can use any type of sanding paper in here, or almost any type. That's a bit different when you buy these sanding papers, like for instance this one for my Einhell sander, where it comes into a pretty prefixed measurement, which definitely wouldn't fit on here. I mean, I can make it fit, but that's not very good for the machine and probably also not very good for the sanding paper. So better to use this in the measurements that I've just written down, 11.5 by 14 centimeters. Now, let me put this one back. Let's see if it works. Let me put the... Okay, this is the plug that we use in Malaysia. It's more or less the same as in the UK. Many of the Asian nations use this type of plug. This is your earth and this is your negative, or your, not negative, but your power and your zero. And then there is a small fuse in here as well, which is nice. So in principle, every plug, or at least for this kind of machines, is fused. So let me plug it in under the workbench and let me switch it on. Excellent. It makes a lot of noise though. Let me take a small piece of wood and let's see if it works like that. Okay, I would use this orbital sander more for larger flat surfaces, but as you can see, perfect, works well. All right, that was the unboxing of the Bosch Professional GSS 140. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Take care for now and have a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.